So many people want to become a real estate agent. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the pros and cons, and we're starting right now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to grow your real estate business, learn how to get more listings, start now by subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you never miss one of my training videos. In this video, we're talking all about the pros and cons of being a real estate agent. And at the end of this video, head down to the comment section below this video so I can answer all of your questions. And on your way, make sure that you check the description. I put a link to my free 30-minute training video for real estate agents. So let's get started with our first pro. According to major websites like monster.com, real estate agent sales is the highest paying sales career in the world. You can make amazing money being a real estate agent. Matter of fact, if I look at my career in the past, it was hard to make six figures in corporate America. Well, in real estate sales, if you do the work, you can, in your first 1, 2, 3, 4 years in the business, you can make $200,000, $300,000, $500,000, $700,000, $1 million income selling real estate. Now the con, although real estate is the highest paying sales career maybe in the world, the con to that is it's also the hardest sales business in the world. Why? Think about this. There's no target audience in real estate like there are in other sales professions. Check this out. Let's pretend you sell insurance. Well, how many people would actually change auto insurance companies or change homeowners insurance companies if it made sense? Well, maybe everybody. Maybe you would too. What about the mortgage industry? What if you were a loan officer? Think about all the people who would refinance their property if financially it made sense. If the interest rates were low enough, wouldn't you, watching this, refinance your house? The answer to that's probably yes. If it made sense, you would probably refinance. And so it's very easy. A mortgage loan officer has a target audience. Maybe you sell medical device sales. Well, you've got a target audience. You've got all the hospitals and doctors where you know exactly where your target audience is every single day. And so unlike all of those, and there's thousands and thousands of other examples, think about this for a second. How many people do you know right this second that want to buy or sell a house? I don't know very many. If you think about that personally, how many people do I know right now that are looking to buy or sell? It's not very many. And so that causes this industry to be so difficult to find new clients. But if you can crack the code, you can reach levels of success that you can never reach in corporate America. My next pro to being a real estate agent is it's very, very easy to beat the competition. Why? If you look at the 1.2 or 1.3 licensed real estate agents across North America, most are part-time. Most are not very professional. Most don't come from a business or a direct sales background. So it's very, very easy to beat the competition. If you come into this industry or you're in this industry now with a business background, you understand you're getting into a sales business, you've got some sales experience, it'll be very, very easy for you to succeed at a very high level selling real estate. So although you can easily beat your competition, the con to that, as far as being a real estate agent, is all of these part-time agents, all of these real estate agents that don't treat this like a real business, that are not professional, that don't give their clients great client service, give the entire industry a bad name. And so the con to competition in this business is giving us a bad name. And then furthermore is you have to deal with non-professional people. You see, there's nothing more frustrating than doing a real estate transaction with another agent who is part-time, doesn't know what they're doing, not professional, won't return your phone calls. And that's one of the biggest cons to being a real estate agent. The next pro I want to talk about is the fact that you can be your own boss. This is one of the biggest pros. This is one of the biggest reasons why there's so many people by the droves that want to get into real estate is to work for yourself. And I got to be honest, it's really, really nice to work for yourself. I mean, there's nothing like Sunday night where most people who have a corporate job, they're dreading Monday morning. Why? Because they don't want to go to the job that they hate. And so working for yourself, it's quite the opposite of that. I mean, I have a tough time sleeping at night. Why? Because I'm so excited to go to work the next day, to build my dreams, to go after the things that matter most to me in my life. And working for yourself, you have that opportunity. So although, yes, you get to be your own boss, the con to being your own boss is a lack of accountability. And this is the number one thing that causes people to fail out of real estate, is the fact that they don't have anybody holding them accountable to doing the actions and behaving in such a way that will yield to results. You see, when you work out, when you go to the gym, when you do a class or you have a personal trainer, I think you would agree that you get better results or you work harder when you know other people are watching you. And you see, one of the biggest cons to being a real estate agent is you have no one watching you. No one cares if you get up and go to work that day. No one cares if you prospect that day. No one cares whether or not you reach your goals or not. You have to be a self-starter. And I would say one of the biggest cons to becoming a real estate agent is you have to have self-accountability. Otherwise, you are going to struggle and possibly become a statistic and fail out of the business. The next pro is also a big one and a major reason why people get into real estate, and that is freedom of schedule. You see, when you work for yourself, when you have no boss, when you're the boss, you call the shots. If you want to spend an afternoon with your kids, you can do that. If you want to spend a Sunday working in the office, you can do that. You're calling the shots. You have total freedom and flexibility around your schedule to build a massive business around your life instead of the other way around. You see, when you have a corporate job, you have to build your life around, that's right, you guessed it, you've got to build your life around work. Well, when you have freedom and flexibility of time, you get to build a life and a business around your lifestyle. So it's true, being a real estate agent, you have freedom of schedule, but what's the other side of that? What's the con to that? And the con to freedom of schedule is when you start succeeding as a real estate agent, you're on 24/7. Your customers and your clients and your prospects don't care if you are at a birthday party with your kids. They don't care if you're on vacation. Means nothing to them. So one of the biggest cons to being a real estate agent is you're on the clock 24/7. I know it drives my wife crazy, but that's the business that I'm in. You see, I'm on my phone constantly. Birthday parties, holiday parties, vacation, because it's a 24/7 business. You see, when most people leave their corporate job at 5 o'clock or for the weekends, they can shut it off. They don't have to think about work again until Monday morning. Not in real estate. You're on the clock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Another pro of being a real estate agent is you get to build your business and your brand the way that you want. If you want to build it through social media, great, you can do that. If you want to build it through direct selling or direct prospecting like I have in my business, you can do that. If you want to build it through networking and building relationships and a referral-based business, you can do that. You can build this business any way that you want. You don't have anybody telling you, all right, this is the way that we get new clients. This is what you have to do day in and day out. You get to build your own personal brand and you get to build your business the way that you want to. And for me, it's one of the best parts about being a real estate agent because I get to do what I'm passionate about when it comes to sales and marketing, which is something I truly, truly love. And that's one of my favorite parts about being a real estate agent is that I don't have anybody telling me, well, you know what, you can only be on the phone for 8 hours a day, or you have to go door knock, or you have to do this, that, the other thing. I can build a social media following. I can build a business through video marketing. I can build my business through direct prospecting. I can build my business the way that fits me best. So yes, you can absolutely build your own brand and build your business the way that you want. The con to that is the real estate industry as a whole. When you go and work at a brokerage, there's a lack of training. There's a lack of coaching. And so what has to happen in order for you to succeed is you have to look outside of your real estate company and look at hiring somebody like myself or another coach or another trainer who can help you learn how to execute the strategy that you want to learn to reach the levels of success that you want to reach. Because unlike corporate America, if you go start a job, you're going to go through a level of training. Well, not at real estate. When you go join your company, unfortunately, for the most part, there's some companies that do a good job, but for the most part, you're going to join a real estate brokerage. They're going to show you to your desk, and hopefully you have a phone, and they're going to say, good luck. I hope you make it. The last pro that I want to talk about is when you're a real estate agent, there is no red tape. There's no corporate ladder to climb in order to reach the levels of income, to reach the levels of success that you want. You see, when I worked in corporate America, it really wasn't up to me on how high I achieved, how high of success I achieved in that company. It was up to, annual reviews. It was it was down to my leaders being very subjective on whether or not I deserved a raise. Well, unlike corporate America, when you're a real estate agent, you get to decide at which level you're going to succeed. You get to decide how much money you're going to make. You get to decide your schedule. You get to decide everything. You don't have to worry about any corporate bureaucracy. There's no corporate ladder to climb in real estate. However, the con is that it's very easy to get caught up in shiny object syndrome in real estate. It is, I would say, if not the number one thing, the number two thing that gets agents in trouble, and that is trying all kinds of different things and not having the discipline or the focus to stay with one thing long enough to get the results they're after. You see, in real estate, one of the biggest cons is you've got every single marketing company coming after you, trying to get your money, promising you the world. Buy this lead thing, do this, do that, do this. All these big promises that are going to make you a success in real estate. And one of the biggest cons is getting caught up in shiny object syndrome, bouncing from one strategy to the next, one strategy to the next, never focusing on one strategy long enough for you to get the actual results you're looking for. So next, head down to the comment section so I can answer all of your questions about becoming a real estate agent or anything that you're struggling with if you're currently a real estate agent. And a reminder, on your way, make sure in the description below, I put a link to a free 30-minute training that will show you how to get more listings in real estate. So there you have it. There are my top pros and cons of a career as a real estate agent. Hopefully it's provided you value. Make sure that you hit that like button if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.